Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we are diving into the tech tree. Once again, we are taking a look at the hero tree this time. And before we start diving in and talking about this, I just wanted to say real quick, it is hard to say without a doubt what the best tech tree is in the game just because they all add something unique when we're talking about special forces, the mastery trees, and then the hero trees, unit trees. They're all going to be unique. However, unit tree and special forces tree, there's certainly a lot of overlap there. So in my opinion, special forces tree is better than the unit tree just because of the cost of some of the upgrades in the unit tree. But then going over to the hero tree, these things get extremely pricey as well. Getting down here towards the bottom, this is 447 million gold, and I have all of the reductions possible for improving the tech cost. So for others, this could be even more than that. Overall, the hero tree definitely takes the cake for the most costly tech tree. At first, it is not too bad, but as you move down here, these things just get astronomically expensive. Coming down here to the bottom, the defense boost for all hero types from 3 to 4, again, is 447 million. And the level 5 is going to be in the 600s. So all these techs down here are going to be very, very similar. And that is also why I haven't done this last aircraft upgrade. It's 626 million for this one, and then same for this one. That's 1.2 billion gold. It is extremely expensive, while it is very, very helpful. And 2% a defense here, 2% extra HP, that is a lot. If you think about it, between those two, just 2 upgrades is almost the equivalent of having a base skin holding effect. Because those holding in stock effects from bases, they can be like HP of 5% or defense of 5%. Some of them are HP and defense of 5%. So if you think about it that way, 2 of these levels here is almost equal to holding in stock a base skin. So yeah, it is a ton of power, and this is a very important tree. It's very strong. It's going to give you a ton of damage output for your teams. It's going to increase your attack, your defense, which are the main attributes of your teams. For beginners, whenever you jump into this tree, I would highly recommend just working on the tech for the team that you're working on. So if you are a tank focused team, make sure you're working on the tank tech. If you're going to switch to aircraft, focus on the aircraft tech. Initially, these first few levels aren't too bad. They can get upwards of about 100, maybe 200 million gold to max some of these out. Like if I scroll down here, this is the second wave of the tank team, 245 million. So they definitely help out tank players because they make the tech in here very, very cheap in comparison to the aircraft tech. I mean, look at this. Second round for the aircraft, 626 million versus the tank of 245 million. That's crazy how they did that. I'm not a big fan of it because it doesn't promote players to use different teams. It really forces you to pick a tank team because it's easy to do. It's cheap, and most of the tank heroes are easily accessible. And this just proves my point again when I tell people that it's hard to be a missile player, especially if you're free to play. If you're trying to be a missile player, you're free to play, good luck. It is extremely tough. It is extremely expensive, not only just the cost-wise when you're trying to get the gear and everything for it, but just look at this tech. This is the second wave for the missile team, and to get it from 3 to 5 for the damage output is 319 million. And it's just crazy. So going back to what I was saying, pick the hero type that you're working on and level that up. Don't try to max everything out, because if you're running aircraft, you're probably not going to max out your tank or your missile because you're just going to throw a lot of resources in there. And you're going to need that to push to headquarters 30. You're going to need that for your tier 10 troops. If you start to get to the point where you're maxing a lot of this stuff out for your main squad, hopefully if you're listening to me, this is after you have unlocked headquarters 30. You've already got your tier 10 tech before you come in here and really start maxing stuff out, because this is just going to be so much of your gold, which is going to help you with your tier 10 grind. So please do this after. But you can work your way down through here. Just do kind of the minimum to start unlocking these bottom ones here, because this helps with all heroes, which is fantastic. It's tons of power. It is going to be very costly, But as you can see here, for the same price, 447, for just the missile team alone, it's going to cost me 447. So I can come down here and it's going to increase this for all my hero types, which is missile as well. But this is also going to help my tank and my aircraft team. For me, and I know a lot of players, as they grind it out in Headquarters 30, getting your tier 10 techs, our hero tech was probably around like 40, 45%, something like that, because we were focusing on just one squad. Then we went back in and started filling in the holes at the same time that we were working on the mastery tech. So get your hero tech and just do a little bit, get your main team focused on, get your special forces up to 80%. And once you start working on your mastery tech, you do the mastery tech on tech days. And then you come down here to hero tech and just pick one or two of these to do once or twice a week, because they are very expensive and they take a very long time. If you look at this, it is going to take me 17 days to do this one tech. Coming down to the bottom here, this is 25 days. So not only is it expensive, but it takes a very long time. In comparison, if I was working on the tech trees, say I didn't have as much done in the hero tree and I was still working on my mastery trees here. If you look at this here, so this is from 4 to 5. I know it's not as big of an increase. You're talking about 0.75 compared to 2%. This is only going to cost me 106 million gold. But the real thing is, whenever you first start these trees, and I'll pull up my missile team here, this will give you a better idea. Clicking on this, it's going to cost me 58 million gold, which is like nothing. After you get the Headquarters 30, you get your tier 10 troops, 58 million gold is going to feel like nothing to you. It is also only going to take me 5 days, about 6 days in total to do. Actually, about closer to 5 days whenever you think about the alliance helps that you receive. So this is a great tech tree to work on whenever you're trying to save resources. You can do things for very cheap, and it's great for tech day because you're going to get a bunch of valor points for doing this. And this is just one of the examples that I use when I'm talking to players about what they should focus on with their tech. It's not great to just focus all in on one thing. You should try to balance it, go between a couple different tech trees to maximize where you're putting your resources, your time and efforts. And you're going to get so much power out of the hero tree, so don't ignore this. Make sure you're doing it, especially for your first squad. You want to try to have everything maxed out. I will probably come back here at some point and do this. It just costs so much gold, and I'm trying to get a lot of my mastery techs done for my other team, so I'll probably come back at some point and do that. I just haven't done so. I hope this video helps explain the hero tree and that compared to the mastery tree, how to level those up at the same time in a sense as you're progressing through these trees. As always, thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.